Our Juice TV superstars have been hard at work building something great. This episode, Charlotte discovers what goes into creating the hospital school's moving Anzac ceremony. Heidi and Claudia make a new friendship with Mr. Maker. Kobe creates something creepy with his Night of the Living Dummy review. And Zane rocks the hard hat to find out more about the awesome machines on a construction site.
Hi, my name's Jake. I'm sorry about the noise. This show's still being built. That's better. This show is all about building. The best thing I ever built was a cubby house. It had a flat surface and it was made out of pallets. Coming up in the show is an interview with Mr. Maker. Also some closer looks at big machines. First though, let's look at something what the hospital school has put together.
Hey, I'm Charlotte. Today I'm giving respect to people. These people improve our way of life. For me personally, it's my friend Emily. We always hang together and have good times. Let's pay respect to the people that made our life even better. Anzac stands for Australia and New Zealand Army Corps and refers to the Australian and New Zealand soldiers who fought together in World War I. Every year on April 25th, people around Australia and New Zealand come together for a day of remembrance called Anzac Day. Parades, dawn services and ceremonies like this one are held throughout the day. This service is hosted by the Lady Salento Hospital School, and I'm going to catch up with some of the people involved to find out what makes this such a special event. Jay, where are you from?
We're part of the Anglican Church Grammar School Tri-Service Cadets.
What do the cadets do?
So in cadets, we learn more about leadership and we just hang out with mates and have some fun after school and go on camps.
What is your involvement today?
So we're here at Lady Salento's Children's Hospital, so we can help with a catapult party at the Anzac Day commemoration service.
What is a catapult party?
So catapult party consists of 4 of the cadets over there and myself. So the 4 of the cadets go on the stage and we pretty much pay respect to the fallen soldiers at Anzac Day at this day of service.
What does Anzac Day mean to you?
Well, living in Australia, all those soldiers, World War I, World War II and the other wars, they've fallen and they've protected the country for us so we can live in this freedom. So pretty much Anzac Day, it's a day of paying respect to the fallen soldiers.
Alex, what are you doing as part of the ceremony today?
Today I'll be playing the bugle, playing the last post and the rouse.
What does the last post mean?
The last post is a time to reflect on the fallen soldiers and it's just to pay our respects.
Is the bugle a hard instrument to play?
It is a bit hard, especially when you're playing last post and there's all the eyes watching you. You're going to get a bit nervous.
How do you keep the nerves away?
I've just had practice. I've done it a few times now and I know the piece really well.
I'm here with Millie and Odette. And Millie, where are you girls from?
We're from Somerville House in Year 6.
Odette, you guys are part of a choir?
No, actually we're just an entire class who sings together.
So you guys all just happen to sing really well?
Yes.
What is your involvement in the ceremony?
We sang Flanders Field, Abide With Me and the national anthem.
Is there a favourite song you like to sing the most?
My favourite song is Flanders Fields.
Why do you like that song?
Because I love the piano music that goes to it and the words are really pretty as well.
What does Anzac Day mean to you?
Anzac Day is special to us because many young people as young as 16 left their families and friends, and they also landed in Gallipoli and fought together to unite Australia.
Anzac Day is certainly an important day to pay respect to those who truly deserve it. Thank you everyone at the Lady Salento Children's Hospital School. You've made this day even more special. Much respect to you. I'm Charlotte, bye!
Nice work to everyone what was involved in that tribute. We live 100 k's north of Claremont on a property, and we have our own dawn service near the flag because it's so far from town. Before we go any further, let's make the things about me.
He's Jake. He's 11 years old, loves country music, riding horses, motorbikes, and he's your awesome host for this episode.
My favourite hobby is mustering. Mustering is where you get on a horse or a motorbike and push cattle from a place to a place. When you muster, you have to make sure your cattle is steady and make sure it's in a nice, neat, round circle. I love mustering because you get to see what land's around, and because you get to hop on a horse or a motorbike and you get to chase cattle if they go out of the mob. My favourite movie is The Long Ranger because there's lots of cool actions. If I had anyone to come to my birthday, it would be Kip Moore because he's cool and everyone likes him, so I want to be one of them persons who like him. My favourite song is Wild Ones by Kip Moore because it's country. Right now we're catching up to Heidi and Claudia. They're meeting a maker, which is a master. He also happens to be a mister.
Do you want to make a super awesome art project? Got any ideas straight away? Then let's go searching for inspiration.
We can't find it anywhere. If only we had a Mrs. or Mr. who could make things.
Hello? That might be me!
Mr. Maker!
That's right, Claudia and Heidi. Heidi, hi, how are you? High five. Claudia, high five. How are you? You okay?
Good.
Good to see you. Oh, you're Juiced TV. Heard a lot about you. Very good. Just like the ABC, very, very cool.
Mr. Maker and the Shapes Live are touring Australia, and we're catching up with them at QPAC to bring some arty inspiration to Juice TV.
What's your favourite creation?
I'm going to borrow your mic, if that's all right. My favourite creation? Well, it's quite tricky, actually, because I've made lots of things, because we've been making Mr. Maker for 10 years. Can you believe it? 10 years. How old are you? 8. No idea. How old are you? You're 6. So we've been making Mr. Maker shows for even longer than you've been on planet Earth, which is a long time. I've made thousands of things, but I think my favourite thing was probably a splat picture, which I made at home, and I did that with a tennis ball, which I dipped in a painty mixture, and then I hit it against a massive piece of paper, and it made big painty splats. It was lots of fun. But if you make it at home, make sure you ask a grown-up first and put down lots of paper and put on an apron, because it can get a little bit messy.
What's your favourite thing about being Mr. Maker?
My favourite thing about being Mr. Maker is my hairstyle. What are you laughing at? Well, no, it is. No, actually, my favourite thing about being Mr. Maker is meeting mini makers like yourself, because you are the coolest mini makers in the whole world. Isn't that right? Yes, yes it is.
What do your fans expect in 2017?
Oh, now in 2017, it's a very exciting start to the year because I'm here in Australia, which is one of my favourite places in the whole world. And I'm in beautiful Brisbane, and the sun is out. That's why I'm a bit hot and sweaty. Sorry, I'm a bit hot and sweaty because I've been doing so much dancing today with the shapes. And you saw my dancing, didn't you? How cool was my dancing? On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool was my dancing? Which number?
10.
10! There you go. 10 out of 10 for my dancing. If you'd like to see my dancing, then come to one of my live shows. And you just saw the live show, and that's what I'm doing this year. The whole year, I'm touring all over the world, meeting new mini makers and dancing with the shapes.
What is your favourite shape?
Oh, my favourite shape? Well, that's very tricky. I can't really choose my favourite. However, I think I'm probably most like rectangle. Now, Mr. Cameraman, I'm going to stand up. Here we go. Oh, I'm very old. I'm 49, don't you know? Now, I'm going to stand up. There we go. I am tall, like rectangle, and I'm also very silly, and I'm also very bouncy, which makes me like a rectangle. But most importantly, let me ask you two, what's your favourite shape?
The square.
You like the square? Very cool. And Heidi, what's your favourite?
The circle.
You like the circle? Well, that's very cool. And the shapes send their love to you. They would be here, but they're asleep at the moment. Sorry about that. They're always so sleepy, aren't they?
Do your hands get tired when you do lots of art?
They do. I get very tired because I'm very old these days. And you can see a few grey hairs coming through there. Don't you laugh at that? Yes, I do get, yeah, don't you giggle. What are you giggling at? What are you giggling at? I do get quite tired these days because we do so many live shows. Today we did 2 shows. Do you know tomorrow we're doing 3 shows? So I do have to rest quite often. Rest my hands for doing all the making of the art and rest my weary feet from all my brilliant dancing. And of course, I take a leaf out of the shapes book and have a good sleep. Get an early night and have a good sleep so I'm ready for the next day.
Thank you, Mr. Maker. It was very good. We should frame it.
That's a great idea. And everyone, I think we should have a round of applause for Juice TV's best presenters in the whole wide world. Not just Australia, not just Brisbane, but the whole world. Let's give it up for Claudia and Heidi! Let's frame it!
You to be a part of Juice TV. We're always on the lookout for hosts, interviewers, behind the scenes helpers and mini producers. You can be any age, you don't have to have any experience. How much easier could it be? To find out the next time we're filming at the hospital, just head to our website juicedtv.com.au or our Facebook page. For loads of fun to break up your stay in hospital, join the Juice crew. Send us an email at hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to any of the volunteers wearing green shirts throughout the hospital and let them know you want to be involved in the one and only Juice TV.
Hi, I'm Kobe. Welcome to Creature Corner. Have fun at your nightmares. Today I'm reviewing Night of the Living Dummy by R.L. Stein. When Lenny finds a ventriloquist dummy in the dumpster, she keeps it and names him Slappy. Slappy is kind of ugly, but lots of fun. She has a great time making Slappy move and talk. But her twin sister, Chris, becomes jealous of all the attention Lindy is getting. She decides to get a dummy of her own. Then weird things began to happen. There's no way a dummy could be causing all this trouble, or is there? It took me 5 days for me to read this book. This book is really scary. My favourite character is Slappy because for the whole time he's not doing anything. But at the end, that's when he holds Lindy's, or I don't know if it's Chris or Lindy's shoulder. I don't know, but it is scary. It goes a little something like this. Oh my gosh. I give this book 10 out of 10. Everyone who likes scary stuff should read this book. These are some Goosebumps drawings I did. This is Scream Street. Lots of monsters. We have plants that eat. We got one robot and 2 invisible boys. The Momo Snowman of Pasadena. Some little gnomes. We even got Don't Feed the Vampire. I'm Kobe. Thanks for joining me. No? What's this? Carew, Marie, O'Donnell, Lamar, Malone, Carano. What language is that? Oh my gosh. What's gonna happen? Where is he? It's finally done. I'm good. Thanks for watching.
I've spent a month in the hospital, and the people who come here, I would say it's a lovely place to get well, and there's lots of good nurses and doctors that would treat you really well. Have you ever went past a construction site and thought what the machines would do? Zane is heading in to find out.
Hello, I'm Zane. I love to build stuff. I like to build a house out of Lego. But today, the building is going bigger, real big. These are the machines are part of the suite lineup at a B&D construction site. Helping me work out how they work is Matt, the site foreman. First up, the roller. How does the roller turn?
So they've got a big steering wheel in the cab that they turn the steering wheel just like a car, but it makes the whole machine articulate. So then they can turn corners and the big wheels on the back of it drive it.
How does the roller make the ground flat?
Yep, so see on the front of the roller, it's got that big drum. That big front drum is really flat, and that drum just goes along. It's really heavy, and it just pushes all the high spots down and makes it all nice and flat.
How big is that roller?
That one there, that one's 15 tonne. That's a 15-tonne roller. That one is big, isn't it? Yeah, that's huge. That's why the ground's so flat. About 10 cars will be weighing about the same as that roller. So it's a big roller, isn't it?
How fast can a roller go?
Well, they have to go pretty slow because they need to be able to compact the ground. So they only go about 10 kilometres per hour. Maybe a little bit more, but they need to go slow so they can make the ground really hard.
I could run faster than a roller.
You reckon you could run faster than the roller? That's pretty fast. You must be fast. I can tell he's pretty fast.
How does the roller make concrete?
The roller make concrete?
Yeah, that one over there. Down there.
Oh, that one, it's not quite concrete. That one's actually road base, and we put the road base down, and then the roller makes it go nice and flat and compacted. So it's the same as here, but it's road base instead of dirt. So it's not quite concrete, close to concrete.
Now the digger. How did the digger turn around out moving its wheels?
Well, those diggers, they actually have joysticks, just like a computer game, and they control it all with joysticks, just like on a computer game. So they go that way, and it'll turn around. They go that way, and it'll turn the other way. Just like a video game, really, except you're operating a piece of machine.
Has that digger ever dug up any dinosaur bones?
I don't think so, but it's possible. There could be, but I haven't seen any dinosaur bones get dug up here. But we haven't dug very deep either. So if we go a bit deeper, we might find some. What do you reckon? Yeah?
Finally, the grader. What does the grader do?
The grader, he can trim, he can push dirt over, he can spread material, he can spread the road base, and he can he can actually do lots of things, but his main purpose is to trim it so it's nice and flat. And that's how we get it so flat like that out there, so we can get it
Why do you
nice
put
and
the
flat.
graded digging thing underneath?
Underneath the grader? That's another good question. Because that's what he uses to push the material and push the dirt along. And he can move it on different angles, and that will make the dirt come out the side. And yeah, it's got lots of different reasons, that grader.
I think they put it underneath because the shovel was too big.
Yeah, you reckon that's the reason why? Maybe that's part of the reason why.
How big is the engine in the grader?
That's a tricky question, that one, because that one has actually got 6 cylinders, and I don't know the actual size of it, but I know it's got a big turbocharger on it as well. It's got a big turbo on it, and it can go a lot faster than the roller.
Because it can lift up the blade and then it can go faster.
That's right, yep, and it can go about 40 kilometres per hour. I don't think we could run that fast.
This is a big sandpit. What are you building?
It's not just a big sandpit, it's a big, huge sports field. So we're building a sporting complex, and they'll have lots of ovals, and there's going to be big playgrounds here as well for kids to play on, and there'll be netball courts. It's a big sports complex. So it should be lots of fun when it's finished.
Thank you for talking to me, Matt.
It's my pleasure, Zane. Can I have a high five? Nice work, mate.
Thanks to the B&D group for showing us around today. I'm Zane, bye!
Thanks for that, Zane. Yep, this is a pretty sturdy episode. Started off as a moving tribute, added some fun with a special guest, something different with Kobe, and some nice heavy machinery to round it out, all held together by me. It all holds up nicely, I'm happy with that. Until we get to work on something great again, I'm Jake. Bye. First though, let's look at something what the hospital has put together.
Nice, dude.
Hi, I'm Charlotte.
Watching what's going to happen, and here she comes.
Get ready to catch. Oh,
So look.
that was... Oh, you're wrestling good.
If only we had a Mrs. or Mr.
He also has to be a mister. That's
So what is your involvement in the
Please. Come over here, Heidi. Again, I'm going to teach you and do that. Cabbage. Go on, do it again. Cabbage. I did it. You do that. Snail. Very cool.
Have you ever went past a construction site and seen and thought what the machines would do?
Good job.
Yeah, and then we could make part 2.
Yes! Remember, guys, it's so easy to be a part of Juice TV. Whether you want to be a host, help us out behind the scenes with filming, or decide what goes into each episode. Let us know you want to be involved by sending an email to hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to one of the friendly volunteers throughout the hospital in the green shirts. Also, head to our website and Facebook page for all the updates about what we're filming at the hospital.